Welcome back to our channel Rare Coins Hub. In today's video we are going to explore something really interesting and exciting. Stay with us and don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get started. In 1976, the United States found itself in a year of great national pride and celebration. The country was marking its bicentennial, the 200th anniversary of its Declaration of Independence. This milestone was met with a sense of unity and nostalgia, as Americans reflected on the struggles and triumphs that had shaped their nation. It was a time of patriotic fervor, and the U.S. Mint, aware of the historical significance of the year, decided to commemorate the bicentennial in a way that would resonate with the entire country. One of the most notable tributes to this bicentennial celebration came in the form of the 1976 U.S. 1-cent coin, or penny. However, what many don't realize is that this seemingly simple coin would go on to hold tremendous value in the world of coin collecting, with some examples fetching extraordinary sums of money, up to $134,000. In this video, we'll delve into the fascinating story behind the 1976 1-cent coin, exploring its history, design, minting details, and why it became one of the most sought-after coins in the numismatic world. To truly understand the importance of the 1976 penny, we need to set the stage by looking at the historical context in which it was minted. The year 1976 was a momentous one for the United States. It was a year of celebration, remembrance, and national pride. In July of 1776, the Declaration of Independence had been signed, marking the birth of the United States as a new and independent nation. 200 years later, Americans gathered in cities and towns across the country to celebrate the achievements and sacrifices that had led to the creation of their nation. From parades to fireworks, the bicentennial was a year-long celebration that unified the country in pride and patriotism. As part of this celebration, the U.S. Mint introduced special designs for several of its coinage, including the quarter, half-dollar, and dollar coins. These coins would feature unique, bicentennial-themed designs that honored the country's history. But perhaps one of the most intriguing changes was made to the humble penny, a coin that had not seen a redesign in over 40 years. At the time, the 1-cent coin had featured the image of President Abraham Lincoln since 1909. This portrait of Lincoln, designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, had become one of the most recognizable and beloved images in American coinage. However, for the bicentennial, the U.S. Mint decided to make a departure from tradition and create a special reverse design for the penny, one that would reflect the spirit of the time and the significance of the nation's 200th anniversary. In 1976, the U.S. Mint unveiled the bicentennial-themed penny, which would feature a special reverse design to mark the occasion. The design was a departure from the traditional wheat ears and wheat stalks that had adorned the reverse of the penny since 1909. Instead, the new design featured a depiction of the Liberty Bell, one of the most iconic symbols of American independence, and a key historical artifact associated with the country's founding. The Liberty Bell design was created by U.S. Mint engraver John R. Sinek, who had also designed the reverse of the Roosevelt dime and the half-dollar coin. In his design, Sinek placed the Liberty Bell in the center, with the inscription United States of America arching above it and E pluribus unum, Latin for out of many, one, below. Above the bell, the date 1776 to 1976 was prominently displayed to mark the bicentennial year. The reverse design was a tribute to the nation's founding ideals and its journey toward independence. The bell itself, with its crack symbolizing both the strength and fragility of freedom, became a perfect representation of the nation's history and spirit. For many, the 1976 penny with its Liberty Bell reverse was a welcome departure from the traditional Lincoln design. It was a symbol of unity, reflecting the bicentennial celebration and the nation's commitment to liberty and independence. But this special reverse design was not the only change to the coin. The obverse, front, of the coin was also modified slightly to reflect the spirit of the year. On the obverse, the image of Abraham Lincoln remained unchanged, a testament to the timeless significance of the 16th president. However, the inscription, "In God We Trust," was moved slightly to the right to accommodate the additional bicentennial elements. The coin was still minted in copper, with the familiar reddish-brown color that had been a signature of the penny for decades. Yet, the combination of the modified Lincoln design and the new reverse made the 1976 penny a standout in the world of U.S. coinage. In terms of production, the 1976 penny was minted in large numbers to meet the demand for the bicentennial celebrations. The U.S. Mint produced over 4 billion pennies that year, ensuring that they would be widely available to the American public. The penny continued to circulate widely throughout the country, and many people collected them as keepsakes, commemorating the milestone anniversary of the nation's birth. However, what would make the 1976 penny truly remarkable in the world of coin collecting wasn't the design alone, but rather the presence of certain rare and valuable errors that were made during the minting process. These errors, which occurred due to mishaps in the minting machinery, would transform a simple penny into an incredibly valuable collector's item. In particular, there were a small number of 1976 pennies that were struck with an error on the reverse design, an error that would become known as the double die variety. A double die coin occurs when a coin is struck twice with a slightly misaligned die, resulting in a doubling effect on certain elements of the design. In the case of the 1976 penny, the doubling was most prominent on the Liberty Bell and the date 1776 to 1976, which appeared slightly distorted or doubled. This error, though rare, was significant enough to attract the attention of collectors, as double die coins are highly prized for their rarity and the unique qualities they possess. The discovery of the double die 1976 penny created a frenzy in the numismatic community. Coin collectors, dealers, and enthusiasts began to search for these rare error coins, knowing that they could fetch a significant amount of money. The excitement surrounding the double die pennies only grew as more were discovered, and the value of these coins soared. What was originally a penny with a face value of just 1 cent had now become a treasure worth thousands of dollars. As with most error coins, the value of a 1976 double die penny depends on a number of factors, including the severity of the error, the condition of the coin, and the rarity of the piece. Coins in excellent condition, those that have not been worn down by years of circulation, are generally more valuable than those that show signs of wear. The highest quality double die 1976 pennies have sold for as much as $134,000 at auction, making them one of the most valuable modern U.S. coins. The price tag is a reflection of the rarity of the coin, the quality of the error, and the collector demand for this particular piece of American history. The high value of the 1976 double die penny has led to a surge of interest in the coin, both among seasoned collectors and newcomers to the hobby. Many have begun scouring their pocket change, hoping to find a rare 1976 penny that might be worth far more than its face value. However, finding a genuine double die penny is no easy task. The error is relatively rare, and many of the coins that are still in circulation have been worn down to the point where the doubling effect is no longer visible. As a result, collectors have become increasingly selective when it comes to acquiring these coins, often seeking professionally graded examples that can guarantee the authenticity and condition of the piece. So, how can you tell if you have a double die 1976 penny? The key feature to look for is the doubling on the reverse, particularly around the Liberty Bell and the date 1776 to 1976. If you see a distinct duplication of the design elements, especially in the inscriptions or the bell, there's a good chance you may have a rare error coin on your hands. However, because these coins are highly sought after and valuable, it's always a good idea to have your coin authenticated and graded by a professional numismatic service to ensure that it is genuine. In conclusion, the 1976 U.S. 1-cent coin, with its special bicentennial reverse design featuring the Liberty Bell, holds a significant place in American history. While it was produced in large numbers and circulated widely during the bicentennial celebrations, it is the rare error coins, specifically the double die 1976 pennies, that have become some of the most valuable and sought-after coins in the world of numismatics. With their unique design and historical significance, these error coins have captured the imagination of collectors and investors alike. The astounding $134,000 sale of one such coin is a testament to the enduring appeal of these rare treasures. In 1984, the United States of America was experiencing a unique chapter in its history. The political landscape was defined by the presidency of Ronald Reagan, whose influence was felt across the country and around the world. The economy was on the upswing after a period of economic difficulty in the 1970s, and there was an overall sense of optimism in the air. While this was a time of significant social and political change, one thing that remained constant was the continued circulation of the 1-cent coin, better known as the penny. In 1984, however, this small, often overlooked coin would become the subject of increasing interest and growing value in the world of numismatics, thanks in large part to a rare error that would make some 1984 pennies worth far more than their face value. By the end of this video, we'll be revealing the astonishing current value of certain 1984 pennies, which has reached a stunning $125,000. But before we get there, let's take a deep dive into the history, design, and unique features of the 1984 1-cent coin. The penny, or 1-cent coin, has a long and storied history in the United States. First introduced in 1793, the penny was designed to provide a practical and accessible form of currency for everyday transactions. Over the years, the penny's design has evolved, with various portraits of prominent figures, such as Lady Liberty and the famous image of Abraham Lincoln, appearing on the coin. By 1984, the design of the penny had remained largely the same for several decades, with President Lincoln's portrait still featured on the obverse, front, of the coin. Lincoln had been chosen to grace the penny in 1909, the centennial of his birth, and his image had become one of the most iconic and enduring representations of American history. The obverse of the 1984 penny depicted Lincoln's profile, facing right, as designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner. This design had been in circulation for over 70 years, and it had become deeply ingrained in American culture. The inscription, Liberty, appeared to the left of Lincoln's portrait, while the phrase, In God We Trust, was to the right. Below Lincoln's image was the date, 1984, marking the year the coin was minted. On the reverse side of the 1984 penny, the traditional design featuring 2 stalks of wheat had been replaced in 1959 with a more modern and symbolic design. This reverse featured the Lincoln Memorial, the iconic structure located in Washington, D.C., which honors the 16th President of the United States. The image of the memorial, created by engraver Frank Gasparo, depicted the front view of the building with its impressive columns. The inscription, E Pluribus Unum, appeared above the memorial, and United States of America was inscribed along the top rim of the coin. The denomination, 1 cent, appeared at the bottom, completing the overall design. The 1984 penny, like most other coins at the time, was struck in a composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc. This was a typical composition for the penny during this period, and it gave the coin its signature reddish-brown color. The 1984 penny was minted in large quantities, as it was a regular issue coin, produced for circulation across the United States. Millions of these pennies were distributed to banks, businesses, and individuals as part of the nation's currency supply. However, while the 1984 penny may have appeared to be an ordinary coin at the time, it was also part of a larger trend in the history of American coinage, one that would ultimately contribute to the coin's increased value in the world of collecting. The 1984 penny is of particular interest to coin collectors and enthusiasts because of a rare and valuable minting error that occurred during the production of a small number of these coins. In the world of numismatics, errors during the minting process can result in coins that are significantly more valuable than their correctly struck counterparts. These error coins, which are often unique or have a distinctive characteristic, are highly sought after by collectors, and the rarity of these coins can drive their prices into the thousands, if not more. The 1984 penny, like other coins produced in the U.S., went through a complex and highly regulated minting process. Blanks of metal were struck with engraved dies, creating the designs that would eventually be found on the finished coins. Normally, This process results in coins with well-defined features and clean images. However, in some cases, the dies used to strike the coins become damaged, misaligned, or improperly prepared, resulting in a wide variety of errors. One of the most common types of errors is known as a double die error, which occurs when the die strikes the coin more than once, causing the design to appear doubled or misaligned. For the 1984 penny, the error that made the coin so highly valuable was a form of double die error. This particular variety is referred to as the 1984 double die obverse penny. The error occurred when the obverse die that was used to strike the coin was misaligned during the minting process. As a result, the coin's design, particularly the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," became doubled, creating a distinctive and noticeable effect. The doubling was especially apparent on the letters, which appeared to be ghosted or shifted in a way that was not typical for a normal penny. The doubling effect was subtle but noticeable, and it gave the 1984 penny a unique and rare characteristic that set it apart from all other coins of the same year. The discovery of the 1984 double die obverse penny sent shockwaves through the numismatic community. Coin collectors, dealers, and enthusiasts began searching their collections and pocket change in hopes of finding one of these rare error coins. While the doubling effect was subtle, it was enough to make the coin highly valuable to those with an eye for rare and unusual specimens. As news of the error spread, the prices of the 1984 double die pennies began to rise dramatically, with some coins selling for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The excitement surrounding the coin's rarity continued to build, and soon it was clear that the 1984 penny was no longer just a simple cent. It had become a coveted treasure. As with most error coins, the value of a 1984 double die penny depends on several factors. First and foremost is the condition of the coin. Coins that have been well preserved and show little wear or damage tend to command much higher prices than those that have been circulated extensively. Collectors value coins that retain their original luster, sharp details, and overall appearance, as these characteristics contribute to the coin's desirability. Second, the severity of the doubling error plays a significant role in determining the coin's value. The more pronounced the doubling effect, the higher the coin's worth. Finally, the rarity of the coin is a key factor in its value. As with all error coins, the fewer examples of the 1984 double die penny that are discovered, the more valuable they become. Over time, the 1984 double die penny became one of the most sought-after coins in modern U.S. coinage. The demand for these rare pennies skyrocketed, and prices continued to climb. At the height of its popularity, some of the highest quality examples of the 1984 double die penny were sold for as much as $125,000 at auction. This eye-popping value is a testament to the rarity and significance of the coin, as well as the passion that coin collectors have for acquiring unique and valuable specimens. The 1984 double die penny is a prime example of how a small error in the minting process can lead to a coin that is worth far more than its face value. What began as a simple, everyday piece of currency became a valuable and rare artifact, sought after by collectors around the world. The 1984 penny is a reminder that even the most seemingly ordinary coins can become extraordinary treasures when they carry a rare and unique characteristic. For those interested in searching for their own 1984 double die penny, it's important to know what to look for. The key identifying feature is the doubling on the obverse of the coin, particularly around the letters in the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." The doubling will be subtle but noticeable, with the letters appearing slightly shifted or duplicated. If you believe you found one of these rare coins, it's a good idea to have it authenticated and graded by a professional numismatic service to ensure its authenticity and condition. In conclusion, the 1984 USA 1-cent coin, or penny, serves as a fascinating example of how a minor error in the minting process can result in a coin that is worth far more than its original face value. The 1984 double die penny has become a coveted piece in the world of coin collecting, with certain specimens selling for up to $125,000. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer to the world of numismatics, the 1984 penny is a reminder that the most unassuming coins can sometimes hold the greatest value. In 1995, the United States was in a period of economic and technological transformation. The country was becoming more connected with the rise of the Internet, and many aspects of daily life were changing rapidly. Yet, amidst all of this innovation and progress, the 1-cent coin, commonly known as the penny, remained a staple of American currency. The 1995 1-cent coin, much like the pennies before it, carried the image of Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of the nation's ideals of freedom, unity, and perseverance. However, while the penny itself may have seemed unremarkable to many, the 1995 issue of this coin would go on to become a significant and valuable piece of numismatic history. By the end of this video, we'll reveal the surprising value of the 1995 penny, which has reached an astonishing $116,000 due to a rare and unique minting error. But before we dive into that, let's explore the history, design, and significance of the 1995 1-cent coin. The penny, or 1-cent coin, has been a cornerstone of American currency since the country's early years. First introduced in 1793, the penny was designed to facilitate smaller transactions and provide people with a convenient and affordable form of currency. Throughout its history, the design of the penny has changed several times, with different images of iconic figures such as Lady Liberty and various symbols of American liberty. By the 20th century, the penny had undergone several redesigns, but one particular design stood out above the rest: the image of President Abraham Lincoln. In 1909, to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the U.S. Mint decided to feature Lincoln's portrait on the 1-cent coin. Sculptor Victor David Brenner's design of the Lincoln Memorial became one of the most recognizable and enduring images on American coinage. Lincoln's portrait was featured on the obverse, front, of the penny, while the reverse, back, showcased the iconic Lincoln Memorial, which symbolized the nation's respect and reverence for its 16th president. In 1995, the design of the penny had been in circulation for nearly 90 years, and the image of Lincoln was as familiar to Americans as any other symbol of national pride. On the obverse, Lincoln's portrait, created by Brenner, was featured in profile, facing right, with the word "Liberty" to the left and the phrase, "In God We Trust," to the right. Below Lincoln's image was the year of minting, 1995, which marked the particular coin we are focusing on today. The design of the reverse of the coin, showing the Lincoln Memorial, remained largely unchanged since its introduction in 1959. For many, the 1995 penny might have seemed like just another year of the same design, circulating with millions of others across the nation. The 1995 penny, like its predecessors, was struck from a mixture of copper and zinc, giving it its signature reddish-brown color. It was a regular issue coin, minted in enormous quantities by the U.S. Mint and distributed throughout the country as part of the currency supply. These pennies would be used in everyday transactions, tucked away in coin jars, or even collected by enthusiasts who appreciated the design and history of the coin. However, as time passed, coin collectors and numismatists began to notice that some 1995 pennies carried a special feature, something that would make them more valuable than the typical penny. In the world of coin collecting, it's not unusual for minting errors to occur. These errors, caused by issues in the minting process, can lead to coins that have unusual or unexpected features, such as doubled designs, misprints, or off-center strikes. Some of these errors are so rare and so distinctive that they become highly sought after by collectors. The error that would propel the 1995 penny into the realm of high-value coins was a rare variety of the double die error. A double die occurs when a coin is struck twice with the same die, but with slight misalignment between the two strikes. This can result in a coin where the design appears doubled, with the features of the coin, such as the text, numbers, or images, seeming to be slightly shifted or duplicated. The 1995 double die penny is one of the most well-known and sought-after examples of this type of error. the 1995 doubled die penny became famous for the clear and pronounced doubling on the obverse of the coin. The most noticeable feature of this error is the doubling of the word liberty and the phrase, "In God we trust." The doubling effect was especially visible on the T in liberty, and the letters in the inscription appeared to be shifted, creating a distinct and unusual appearance. This error was a result of a misalignment of the die during the striking process, which caused the features to be imprinted on the coin multiple times, leading to the doubled effect. The 1995 doubled die penny quickly caught the attention of coin collectors and enthusiasts, who realized that this was no ordinary penny. With its clear doubling effect and unique features, the 1995 doubled die penny became a highly sought-after collector's item. As with most rare error coins, the value of the 1995 doubled die penny depends on several factors, including the quality of the coin, the severity of the error, and the demand from collectors. One of the reasons that the 1995 doubled die penny is so highly valued is the rarity of the error. Although millions of pennies were minted in 1995, only a small number of them featured the doubled die error. Because the error occurred during the minting process, only a limited number of coins were affected. This rarity makes the 1995 doubled die penny one of the most coveted modern coins in the world of numismatics. The condition of the coin also plays a significant role in determining its value. Like any collectible, the better the condition of the coin, the more valuable it is. Coins that have been preserved in excellent condition, with minimal wear or damage, are considered to be in mint state, and they command higher prices than coins that have been heavily circulated or worn down over time. A well-preserved 1995 doubled die penny, with sharp details and minimal wear, can fetch a much higher price than one that has been circulated and shows signs of age.as. The demand for the 1995 doubled die penny grew, so did its price. What was once a penny worth just 1 cent became a coin with a value in the hundreds, then thousands, and eventually tens of thousands of dollars. The highest quality examples of the 1995 doubled die penny have been known to sell for up to $116,000 at auction, a remarkable sum for what was originally a humble piece of currency. This price reflects the rarity of the coin, the uniqueness of the error, and the ongoing appeal of the 1995 penny in the world of coin collecting. Collectors and investors alike have sought out the 1995 doubled die penny, knowing that it is one of the most valuable modern U.S. coins. For many, the thrill of discovering a 1995 doubled die penny in their own coin collection or in their pocket change is a dream come true. However, because of the rarity of these coins, finding one can be a difficult task. Many collectors have turned to professional grading services to authenticate and evaluate their coins, ensuring that they are getting a genuine example of the 1995 doubled die penny. If you're interested in finding a 1995 doubled die penny of your own, there are a few things to look for. The most obvious identifying feature is the doubled text on the obverse of the coin. The word liberty and the phrase, "In God we trust," should appear doubled, with the letters shifted or duplicated. This doubling effect is the result of the misalignment during the minting process, and it is one of the key characteristics that distinguishes the error coin from a regular 1995 penny. If you find a penny with this doubling, you may be holding a valuable coin in your hands. For those who don't have the chance to find a 1995 doubled die penny in their pocket change, the secondary market offers an opportunity to purchase one from a reputable dealer or auction house. However, it's important to do your research and ensure that the coin you're purchasing is authenticated and graded properly. Professional numismatic services can help verify the authenticity of the coin and provide an accurate grade, which will significantly impact the value. In conclusion, the 1995 US 1-cent coin is a fascinating and valuable piece of numismatic history, thanks to a rare and distinctive minting error. The 1995 doubled die penny, with its doubled inscriptions and unique features, has become one of the most coveted and valuable modern coins in the world. With examples fetching up to $116,000 at auction, the 1995 penny serves as a reminder of how a simple error in the minting process can result in a coin worth far more than its original face value. If you're lucky enough to find a 1995 double-die penny, you could be holding a rare treasure that could make you a small fortune. In 2015, as the United States continued to evolve in the realms of technology, culture, and global influence, one thing remained unchanged: the presence of the penny, or 1-cent coin, in everyday transactions. Despite ongoing debates about whether the penny should continue to be minted due to its relatively low value and high production cost, the U.S. Mint issued millions of pennies that year, continuing the long tradition of this small yet significant coin. Little did anyone know that among those millions of coins, there were a few that would become prized collector's items, fetching astronomical values. By the end of this video, we'll be unveiling the staggering current value of one such coin, which has reached a jaw-dropping $102,000. But before we jump to the big reveal, let's take a step back in time and explore the history, design, and fascinating journey of the 2015 1-cent coin. The history of the 1-cent coin dates back to 1793, when it was first introduced as part of the U.S. Mint's efforts to create a standardized currency for the young nation. Throughout the years, the design of the penny has gone through multiple changes, each reflecting the shifting ideals and values of the United States. The most enduring design, however, has been the image of President Abraham Lincoln, which first appeared on the penny in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of his birth. President Lincoln's portrait, designed by Victor David Brenner, became an iconic image on U.S. coinage, and it was used for over a century on the obverse, front, of the penny. On the reverse, back, the coin originally featured an image of 2 stalks of wheat, which was replaced in 1959 with the Lincoln Memorial. This image, designed by engraver Frank Gasparo, was intended to honor Lincoln's legacy and symbolize the values of freedom and unity that he embodied. As time went on, the design of the penny remained mostly unchanged, even as the nation faced new challenges and experiences. By 2015, Lincoln's portrait still graced the obverse, and the Lincoln Memorial remained a feature on the reverse. However, as we will see, the 2015 penny, like many of its predecessors, was not without its own unique quirks, one of which would turn it into a highly valuable coin. The 2015 penny, much like the pennies before it, was minted in a composition of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, which was a shift from the earlier copper-heavy composition used prior to 1982. This change was implemented to reduce the cost of producing the penny, as the price of copper had risen significantly. The minting process for the 2015 penny was similar to previous years, with millions of coins struck in Philadelphia, Denver, and West Point. For most people, the 2015 penny seemed like just another year of the same familiar coin, small, copper-colored, and with little fanfare. However, unbeknownst to the average person, the U.S. Mint had been making minor adjustments to the design and minting process over the years. In 2015, these adjustments would pave the way for the creation of a very specific and rare type of error coin that would later become the focus of attention in the world of coin collecting. The coin that would eventually capture the imagination of collectors was a variation of the 2015 penny with a minting error. This error coin, which would later come to be known as the 2015 double-die penny, was a result of a mistake during the minting process that caused the coin's design to appear doubled or misaligned. This type of error, called a double die, occurs when a coin is struck multiple times by the same die, with the die being misaligned during the second strike. This causes the features of the coin, such as the text, numbers, and images, to appear duplicated or slightly shifted, giving the coin a unique, double-imprinted look. In the case of the 2015 double-die penny, the error was most noticeable on the obverse side of the coin, particularly around the inscriptions, "Liberty," and "In God We Trust." The doubling effect was subtle but clearly visible to the trained eye. In some cases, the doubling was so pronounced that the letters appeared to be doubled almost entirely, giving the coin a distinctive appearance. The cause of the error was a misalignment of the die during the minting process, leading to the doubled imprint. Once news of this error began circulating in the numismatic community, collectors and enthusiasts began hunting for the 2015 double-die penny. While it may seem like a minor issue, the rarity and uniqueness of this error made it incredibly desirable. The doubling effect on the coin was subtle enough to be noticed only by those with a keen eye for detail, but it was also significant enough to make the coin stand out among millions of ordinary pennies. Coin collectors, eager to add this error to their collections, began paying close attention to the 2015 pennies they found in their pocket change, but what made the 2015 doubled die penny even more intriguing was the fact that the US Mint had produced millions of pennies that year, most of which were perfectly normal, without any minting errors. Because the error was so limited, the 2015 doubled die penny became a sought-after rarity. Collectors who were able to locate one of these coins recognized its potential value, and the hunt for these unique pennies became a popular endeavor. As with most error coins, the value of the 2015 doubled die penny depended on a variety of factors. The most important of these factors was the condition of the coin. Coins that were well preserved, without significant wear or damage, were considered to be more valuable than coins that had been heavily circulated. Collectors and dealers alike placed a premium on high-quality examples of the error penny, with the most pristine specimens fetching the highest prices. In addition to the condition of the coin, the severity of the doubling effect played a crucial role in determining its value. Coins with more pronounced doubling, where the features were clearly visible and duplicated, tended to be more highly prized by collectors. The rarity of the error was another important consideration. Since only a small number of 2015 pennies exhibited the doubling die error, the scarcity of these coins made them especially valuable. As the 2015 doubled die penny gained popularity among collectors, its value continued to rise. At first, the coins were sold for relatively modest prices, ranging from a few dollars to several $100s, depending on the quality and severity of the doubling. However, as the error became more widely known, the prices of these pennies began to climb dramatically. High-quality examples of the 2015 doubled die penny have been known to sell for as much as $102,000, depending on the coin's condition, rarity, and demand in the market. The dramatic rise in value of the 2015 doubled die penny is a testament to the appeal of error coins in the world of numismatics. Error coins, whether they feature doubling, off-center strikes, or other unusual characteristics, are often considered highly valuable because of their rarity and the fact that they are one-of-a-kind specimens. Collectors prize these coins not only for their uniqueness but also for the history behind their creation. The 2015 doubled die penny is no exception, with its intriguing design and limited availability making it one of the most sought-after coins of the year. For those interested in finding a 2015 doubled die penny, there are a few things to look for. The most obvious feature to check for is the doubling effect, which should be visible on the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" on the obverse. The doubling can appear subtle but noticeable, especially on the letters. If you spot a penny with this feature, it could very well be the error coin you've been searching for. Of course, it's always a good idea to have any potential error coin authenticated and graded by a professional numismatic service to ensure its authenticity and determine its true value. In conclusion, the 2015 USA 1-cent coin may have seemed like just another ordinary penny when it was first minted, but the discovery of a rare minting error has transformed it into a highly sought-after collectible. The 2015 doubled die penny, with its subtle yet striking doubling effect, has become one of the most valuable modern error coins, with some examples selling for as much as $102,000. This remarkable story is a reminder of how even the smallest mistakes in the minting process can lead to coins that are worth far more than their original face value. For coin collectors, the 2015 doubled die penny is a shining example of the excitement and intrigue that can be found in the world of numismatics. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the fascinating world of coin collecting. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay updated on all things numismatic. Who knows, you might just find a valuable coin in your own pocket change one day. Happy hunting!